Thank you. Good evening. Coralville has been home to my family for many years, and this community has given so much to us that I want to give back. I want to make sure it remains a place where everyone, seniors, young families, students, and longtime residents can thrive. It has been an honor to serve 3 terms in City Council, and I've seen neighbors support one another, schools, churches, and service groups strengthen our bonds, and local businesses and nonprofits create opportunities that ripple through the community. I'm proud of our city staff and council enhance our quality of life through arts, our library, recreation, sporting events, and year-round celebrations. These all make Coralville vibrant. As your mayor, I will work alongside you to protect essential services, expand opportunities, and guide welcoming, sustainable development for generations to come. Together, we can honor what makes Coralville special and build even brighter future for our children, our neighbors, and everyone who calls this community home. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Ryan Swenka.
Yep, I just want to start with a thanks to the League of Women Voters hosting this event, all of you for coming out and engaging in local politics, and of course anyone viewing either online or the recording later. I believe public engagement is vital to the health of our city. That's why it's one of the pillars of my campaign. I believe with more participation, with more community involvement, we will see greater and more equitable outcomes throughout Coralville. For those that don't know me, I'm Ryan Swenka. I'm a trainer at a local software company. I've lived in Johnson County my whole life, lived in Coralville the past 10 years, and my wife and I volunteer with Big Brothers Big Sisters, where we've been matched for just almost 5 years with our little. I'm new to politics, or at least to running for a local office, and I'm finding that we are living in increasingly unstable times. Our state and federal government are in lockstep in dissolving a lot of the institutions and protections that we've had, whether these be labor, environmental, or constitutional protections. Many institutions that we could once rely on for funding or support may soon not be around or in any shape to help us. That may come across as fear-mongering. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we can rebuild and elevate civil service and services. But at the end of the day, when we face instability like this, we need to rely on one another. It's part of why I say we need a more inclusive and responsive government. We need a more proactive government. We have many issues affecting our community, and we need a council and mayor that are not afraid to get creative, to get into the weeds on the issues, and not just be a rubber stamp for any private interests. The success of our community relies on good long-term investments, relies on a good vision, and I hope that with everyone's help, we will be able to do so.
Thank you,
that's
Ryan.
the government I want to contribute to.
In September, the Coralville City Council approved the installation of ALPR, automatic license plate readers, by the Flock Safety System. The cameras are designed to give law enforcement agencies alerts when a vehicle identified through an amber or silver alert issued to help authorities find missing children or adults is detected. The cameras save license plate numbers and other physical information about vehicles that pass by in the Flock data system. These cameras are not the same as speed detection cameras. Discussion about the plan to add the cameras was contentious, with hours of public comment from residents expressing concerns about privacy and the use of data collected from the cameras. Please explain your position on the use of these cameras in Coralville.
I appreciate everybody's comments. I know we don't, I just need to tell what I have done so far. I want to make clear that the City Council heard 4 times, 2 times the budgeting sessions in January, we heard about flock. At a work session, we had a video, and we also had discussion and then a vote later in April. So we did have a number of different times to hear and understand about flock. Thank you. We want to work with surrounding communities and the county. And I voted yes, and I am very much in favor of our policy being a very strong policy. Thank you.
Ryan?
Well, if you've been to any of the previous sessions, you know that I am absolutely opposed to AI surveillance within a black box system that a third profit-driven company has access to. You may have seen recently on the news that Flock is also now partnering with Amazon Ring cameras. This is a company that is actively building profiles to sell that data to other parties. There's not a whole lot else to say other than their success rate is remarkably low. When first presented with this and with many other issues, I like to frame everything within what is the problem we are trying to solve and how does this actually accomplish that. And so far, to date, through all the research, all the community comments that we've had, our current website showing almost 100,000 hits already within this month for the cameras that are currently up, it's not solving anything.
As a city council member, what would you do to increase the amount of low-income housing and permanent supportive housing in Coralville? And along with that, would you support privately owned or Coralville-owned affordable housing?
I would like to say that there are past city council members in our audience tonight who would agree with me that we have worked very hard on affordable housing. And we did a document that shows all the different kind of housing, owner-occupied, Habitat for Humanity, single-family construction, Housing Trust Fund of Johnson County, Shelter House, all the different ways, senior living, all the different ways that we have been working on this. Thank you. 30 seconds. I will say that one of the big ways, let's see, from young families to seniors and first-time buyers and long-time residents, we need healthy mix of housing styles that work for everyone, and it's important to care for the established neighborhoods, for maintaining infrastructure and supporting programs that help family update and improve their homes, which we do. We have programs for that. We have affordable and accessible housing benefits for everyone, with seniors leaving their homes and then new families being able to live in their homes as seniors go to new senior residents. Thanks.
Thank you. Ryan?
Thank you. So yeah, as stated before, we have many cost-burdened households in Coralville. A fair market one-bedroom is almost $1,000 in Coralville. There are a couple solutions that we can work towards. One, we're relying more on the private development side, is addressing missing middle housing. So that's adjusting the zoning to allow for developers to build more missing middle units. Things like a stacked triplex, cottage courts, row homes, townhomes, having a greater density within the community, while also fighting the urge to expand to every inch of land with more car-dependent sprawl. The other aspect would be something like permanent supportive housing, and I would support public housing. So having city-managed low-income housing that isn't just relegated to the outskirts of town or put next to some railroad tracks or anywhere that other people might not want to live.
How will you work to protect marginalized members of our community?
Thank you. I'm a big proponent of volunteerism and philanthropy, and I believe that our city has many, many wonderful people who are giving their all to help their neighbors and to protect marginalized, vulnerable people. We support Coralville supports the food pantry strongly, And also at the library, we have English language classes along with many other opportunities there for computer help and so on. And our bus system also is another way that we support anyone and everyone. We have a person that we pay half of her responsibilities for teaching people how to ride the bus. So if any of you want to know how to ride the bus, just call our bus service system and they will send this wonderful person to help you. So thank you.
Laurie. Ryan?
So I supported, I'm glad that Coralville has passed the Equal Protections Resolution, helping some of our marginalized communities that way by making sure that that is a part of our, the makeup of our city, how we have everything that we want to run. I'd agree that we need to strengthen our social services. I'd say that as we grow and as we build up and work towards, fixing things like affordable housing, that we take care to reduce or eliminate displacement, especially of housing of our marginalized communities, their restaurants, their businesses, and making sure that as a city, regardless of any state or federal, muddling, that the human rights of all of our citizens, neighbors, and guests are respected.
Do you support the right of workers to organize and bargain collectively, that is unionize, and will you ensure the city's bargaining representatives negotiate in good faith on a full range of topics important to employees and the community?
Yes, I will continue to support the unions in the city of Coralville.
Okay, thank you. Ryan?
Yeah, unequivocally, yes. I support the working class, unions, tenants' rights. As a working class city, I assure almost everyone in this room is working class. It's imperative that our rights to organize and demand better of our bosses and landlords be protected. As mayor, that would extend down to all of the employees of the city. My grandfather, my stepdad, my uncle, they were all iron workers. My grandfather for over 40 years. So it's been instilled in me from a very young age that we have so many things in this country, in this city, because of unions. It is imperative that we support them and that we allow those to continue to flourish. I would also support tenants' unions. Should the tenants of Coralville decide to unionize, I think it is important that they have that power as well.
Based on possible and probably probable property tax reform suggested by the state that would impact Coralville tax revenues, how would you approach the city budget? Is there any part of the budget that you would, that's currently that you would eliminate, or what would you support in the budget?
We have quality water because of deep wells. The water is pure, but we do have hard water. And I just wanted to state that. Budget cuts are never easy, and I would not want to see any services, staff, or funding reduced. As mayor, I will work to produce the essential services our residents depend on and value every day. At the same time, I will champion new business development and support the growth of existing businesses, create good-paying jobs that keep Coralville's tax base strong and thriving.
Thank you. Ryan?
Yeah, so in light of if there were some sort of budget shortfall, we do have on the ballot this November the local option sales tax. That would give us some local control or some funding. So I would like to see that defined into percentages. That would allow us to better allocate for budget shortfalls where we need to prioritize. And I would start with my priority being that where so many other issues are focused and built around is that poverty causes these issues. Changing over to build more public supportive housing, having a new community vision and more partnerships with our neighboring communities, since we are so closely integrated, can maybe help us shore up some of those shortfalls and build a more robust and interconnected community just across the corridor. Well, the election is a week and several hours away, so I hope you've all made a plan. If you've already voted, thanks for coming out anyway, regardless. I would just like to end on a statement here that pop culture likes to focus a lot on heroes and on individuals. You see this in bio pictures all the time, where they take many people, condense them down into one character. The reality is that collective action is what has gotten us our rights, our liberties, and has built every city in America. We're all in this together, and nobody knows everything. Nobody on this table here knows everything. And there's a lot that I don't know. But I intend to hit the ground running and fight for what our community needs, and to listen to the community and fight for those needs. I hope that you will all entrust me to be your mayor. As I like to say, a better city is possible, and as an engaged community, we can get the job done. Now, it's hard to fit all of the answers to these very great questions within a minute, so I would just encourage you to reach out to me, catch me afterwards, send me an email, and make sure that we are engaging with one another and that I can answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Thank you. Laurie, you're
Thank you.
next.
It's been a pleasure to speak about Coralville and the great people. Thank you to Karen Franken and Deanne Muir and the League of City Voters and League of Women Voters, and our city communications specialist, John Hines. We should all give kudos to him. Yes. I'll give my minute to him. I also want to thank each of the candidates for stepping forward to serve, and to all of you in the audience for your engagement and dedication to local government. Being Coralville's next mayor means being a servant leader for the community that truly cares about friends, families, and our shared future. Coralville is a diverse, compassionate city with a small town feel. I take great pride in the organization and policies that make our city welcoming and safe, and that supports sustainable growth and economic opportunity. Coralville's a special place, and with your support, we can continue to honor what makes it great. Thank you.